In Whitebridge, Washington, the past is never truly past. Shadows stretch over the streets, and whispers cling to the ivy-covered walls of Wildwood University. History lingers here, holding its breath, waiting for its secrets to be revealed. Some say the campus is quiet, but if you listen closely, you'll hear the secrets echo in the creaking floorboards of the old library, in the roar of the crowd at the big game, in the charged silence just before the curtain rises. Down every path, around every corner. Here, secrets are currency, and everyone has something they're fighting for.
Legacy, freedom,
Revenge.
liberation.
These silent secrets may be hidden, for now, but the past has a way of clawing its way back. And once that seal is broken, nothing stays quiet forever. Welcome to Wildwood.
Hello, listeners, and welcome back to another episode of These Silent Secrets Wildwood. My name is Nicole, and I will be your MC. Where last we left our little cave dwellers, they were at a frat party, and nothing ever goes wrong at frat parties. I promise. Before we get started, I just wanted to thank you all so much for being a part of this, and wanted to let you all know that most of the These Silent Secrets crew is going to be at a catacon this year in Dayton. So please check out the description for more information. You can meet us, as well as some other Ghostlight Media production crew members. So make sure you get your tickets and get them soon. Well, without further ado, I would like to welcome you to this next episode of These Silent Secrets Wildwood. And when you get to this figure, you see that they are dead. And they are wearing your face. And all of that pain and stuff just kind of floods back into you, and you start connecting it. It's no longer just a voice, it's something that you heard inside of you. And you watch as this figure in front of you sits up, but leaves a body behind. It is completely obvious to you now.
Yeah. Can I physically interact with this, at least subconsciously?
Absolutely, yeah.
Because I think what happens, just seeing all of this, slowly getting up, walking, hearing all of the anguish, feeling all of the anger, he's going to grab the shoulders of who just sat up and slam him back down, and he probably, his head was lulled forward, just kind of like wakes up and hits the ground as he does. And just, whew.
Do you need to roll to keep your cool?
Yes.
Let's go for it.
Got this, buddy.
Keeping your cool is with your cold stat, right?
Yes,
it is.
I have a +2, so let's see.
Yeah. Don't
You're doing it, Peter.
9?
Okay.
A 9. Okay. So that's a partial success. And on a partial success, you do succeed in keeping your cool. So, Key, you are able to, other than that initial outburst of hitting the ground as you awake, you are able to kind of keep your reaction private. However, on a partial success, I do tell you how your actions are going to leave you vulnerable. And in that case, Edgar saw all of it. And so he kind of looks at you, and he has a more solemn and serious face, like an expression than he has had all night, even throughout everything. And when I say he saw it, I mean he got a glimpse of it.
Oh.
Because of your connection in this moment, because of your
Yeah.
partial success, he got a glimpse.
Yeah, and I think Key clocks this, and just the first words out of his mouth are just, "That's not a weed thing. That's a fucked in the head thing." And he looks away. That probably killed the vibe, huh? And he kind of goes to get up. Do you want to go find Alex?
Actually, I think maybe if you're okay with it, I'd like to talk.
Let's go find Alex. And he's gonna get up.
Okay. And he kind of gets up and he follows after you, and you get into the hallway.
Are there people in the hallway?
No, not really. Everybody's kind of in a room.
Cool. As soon as we're not around people, he's gonna immediately turn around and just, I don't know how much you saw of that. Hopefully not a lot. Fuck! And he turns back around.
No, Key, stop.
No, it's not, we're at a fucking party. This is not the place for that kind of shit. Not the place,
Key.
not the time.
Cadence!
And he just immediately whips around, like, ready to throw hands before stopping himself. What?
I'm not gonna tell anybody. I'm not. That's not my place, and I know that you didn't mean to show me that, and I'm sorry that I had to see it. But I barely know you. But that feels like something that if you didn't accidentally show someone, you were gonna keep inside for the rest of your life. And so I guess I'm kind of glad that I saw it, because now I whether you wanted it to or not, you have someone to talk to about it, okay?
Low, int, high, whiz. Low, int, high, whiz.
I love this boy so much.
Key just kind
What a
of
guy.
pauses and just holds out his hand to just clasp.
Yeah.
And he grabs Edgar and kind of does like the pulling the chests together. Probably hurts a little bit before he just pats.
Oof.
Before he just pats Edgar really hard on the shoulder and he's just like, you know what? Might be my favorite person in this fucking building. And he backs off to go downstairs again.
Absolutely.
I love
And
this boy.
yeah, he follows you downstairs.
Who? Do you want another beer?
Key.
Yeah.
One last thing. As you get back down to the base of the stairs, you're seeing like the party in full swing, like the dance floor is down here. Mm-hmm. And you hear that thumping electro, like techno music, like the house music playing.
That's 2012
And-
house music too.
Yeah, it's like Flow Rida.
Oh,
Welcome to my
Stop it. Oh,
Please.
God.
Get up,
Please.
Black
It
Eyed
is,
Peas.
though.
I got a feeling tonight's gonna be.
Yes, that is exactly
on the month
what it is.
within
So-
Juneteenth, really?
Yeah.
See,
Hold on,
I was-
pause. On the month within Juneteenth, goddess Kaleb.
See, I was hoping for like some "Time to Pretend" by MGMT. Fucking,
I do love that one.
Fucking "Young Blood" by the Naked and Famous.
We've been listen. We're at this party for a long time. All of these things can be on the playlist.
Fuck yeah.
Although, hold on.
What's
Do
the
we really think
montage
the
song,
boys? Hold on. Do we think the boys at Kappa are gonna have that good of taste?
No,
Bitches is
of
playing
course
Foo
not.
Fighters.
That's why it's just
Foo
the Black
Fighters
Eyed
on loop.
Peas.
Foo Fighters on loop.
Just get Iris going, and you get a ton of white guys with lighters.
Foo Fighters.
Alex and I meet their eyes across the dance floor and say,
Oh,
"We gotta
holy
get the fuck
shit.
out of here."
You hear the music and you're all like, "Library, get me out of here." But yeah, so Cadence, you get to the base of the stairs and you hear that music, but then almost as if it is louder than the bass, you hear a humming.
Okay.
And it's simultaneously the most gentle siren-esque sound, but the loudest thing you've ever heard.
Yeah, I think he probably just like mid-walk stops,
Edgar steps into you
Yeah.
on accident.
and Key just stumbles forward, but he's still focused.
Down the stairs.
Is there any way I can figure out where the fuck that's coming from?
You can try and gaze
Again?
if you want to.
Fuck it, let's do it. This is a mistake. 9 again. Mixed
A 9 again.
success.
Okay. So, you focus in on this sound, and you get that feeling of sinking into something. And this time, you find yourself in the house, but everybody disappears, and it becomes almost like a shadowed version of this void. But it's still the house. You can still walk through it as if nobody were here, and even Edgar's gone. And you walk forward. And the closer you get toward this humming sound, it does seem to get a little louder as you're moving through this house. The dark void of this gazing place for you starts sparkling. And you see stars start just dotting the expanse, turning your dark void into an endless sky. As you get closer and closer to the source of this humming. And as you kind of step out of the house, you actually have to step out of the back door and into the backyard. The humming seems like it's coming from directly above you. And the sky itself is calling to you.
Okay.
And as you fall out of that dark abyss place, you are in the backyard. You have made this journey, and you are standing there with the sky above you.
Oh god, maybe that weed was laced with something. Where the fuck? And he's just looking around and looking up. What's the sky look like? Just fucking normal?
There are constellations.
Cool.
It's a bright night, clear night. You can see. What's Key's familiarity with what the sky should look like?
He's, I would argue, rather familiar with it, just with his line of interest and things.
Mm-hmm.
I think astronomy is a very easy, through line.
Absolutely.
And he probably is Cassiopeia in the sky, because that would be the constellation he always looks for.
Amazing. You take a quick stock of what you're seeing above you and what you know you should be seeing above you. And everything's there. Everything's there. But there is a new constellation. One you have never seen before.
What the fuck is that?
There are 7 stars creating a shape. And you try to, focus on it in your mind. You're trying to, picture it. And you feel the humming coming from it.
And, yeah, I think Key just staring up at the sky, just squinting what the fuck?
Mm-hmm. Vi, did you leave the roof after talking to them or just go to your other side of the roof?
I left the roof and went downstairs towards the party.
Okay. I will say you saw Key almost trance-like walking through the house, brushing past people, running into some people, and just straight up heading out the back door.
Bros.
Truly trance-like.
What
Out
did
of it.
Edgar do in response to this? Because he was right behind Key.
Yeah, Edgar went, Key, is this library?
I love my
You know what? My office hours are over. And I will just go to the main dance floor and just let this happen. And was it okay, so with the bottle of wine, is it a full bottle of wine or is it one of those mini bottles?
It was the little guys. It was the little dudes.
Vi will just drain it and just
Nice.
throw it away in the proper receptacle and just find a wall to lean on because this is not their scene.
Absolutely. Alex and Elliot, you are getting some water in the kitchen. And you walk in and Hadley's actually there and she's sitting up on a counter. And Nova is standing next to her. And you see Hadley's kind of giving Nova a bit of a smirk. And Nova looks a little nervous. And that's the scene you walk into the kitchen on.
I very much am going to, like, directionally Xavier to Hadley, like, what you doing?
And Hadley, not with the fingers,
Yeah.
but sends you a message back, and you feel like there's another channel open. Like, you feel like you could just tell that this is a three-way chat that she just opened for you.
Chat. Just a group chat.
Mom, get off the phone! I'm trying to talk to my friends!
Mom!
Yeah, you could just you feel that third person, but Hadley responds back, I don't know, Nova. Do you want to tell us what's going on? And Nova kind of like eyes open and like does the, what the fuck, Hadley? I told you I would talk to them.
And I just kind of walk over very casually and, like, put an arm around Hadley, and I'm just, like, eyes locked on Nova. I'm like, if you have something to tell me, I'm all ears.
And Nova looks over at you, Elliot, and then back to you, Alex, and sighs. I am not Dean Harbor, but I was for a brief moment. A moment that we all shared.
Oh.
So that was you.
Yeah, that was me.
Huh.
To what end?
And how?
Well, the how is a long story. To what end? I knew somebody that was going to be there, and I was hoping to make their life a living hell. And the only way I could do that was with Dean's visage. And
Whoa.
Yeah, that's not the only way you can make someone's
There are a
life
lot of
hell. Yeah.
ways.
Yeah, hi, we haven't met. I'm Elliot.
Hi, I'm Nova.
I'm really
Lex,
good at that.
Alex, Lexi, whatever you want to call me.
Hi.
Can Vi sort of like walk in and go, oh, hey, Nova? And
100%. 100%. Yes.
Just continue by, like,
Yeah.
doesn't even...
Yeah, they were the first to know.
Lex kind of, like, looks over at Vi and just kind of, like, internally it's this face
Yeah,
of, like...
the true. I also look over with you. Like,
It's kind of like that, like... But mine is very much like a, I'm not surprised by this.
and mine's more respect.
So, who is it that you're trying to ruin?
It's just a donor. They it's really petty, honestly, and not all that important now that things are different and changed, but it's just somebody who was going to fund a project I was a part of and decided to put their money in athletics instead. And I was pissed off. So I was going to, I don't know, do something. I hadn't quite thought of it, but I needed to get in and I needed to get close to them. And so
Nova.
then I heard that fucking pulsing.
Nova, listen. We all have things that we want. We all have desires that move us. And whether they be petty or grandiose, it doesn't make them any less valid because what's important to you is what's important to you. And the only person that can determine that value is you, not any of us. So while you think it may seem trivial to us, to me, whatever you want is very important.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. But, God. Now, I really wish I would have just stayed home because, no offense, but what the fuck is happening?
No offense taken, because also, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah, that's a fair question.
I just, one second I'm a semi-regular college kid, and now, all of a sudden, I can feel all of you, like, in my head.
Yeah, it's not great.
Like,
Yeah,
right
we're
now, and does not do the hand. That's an Edgar thing specifically. But, like, focuses
This
in
is
their
the
head.
universal term for I'm
Yeah.
sending someone a psychic thing.
Logan, bring pizza.
to the audience, because this is an audio medium, it is
Yeah.
touching two fingers to your
Fingers to
temple
the
as if
temple.
you are a telepath a la
I'm
Charles
in.
Xavier.
Yeah.
Oh, well then come over here, Fi.
But
Two
yeah,
fingers to
so,
the temple. Sorry.
Nova, like, focuses in. And, Key, what are you feeling in this exact moment? What is the emotion that is sending out to people most prevalently?
Not gonna lie, that scared the shit out of me too.
Nova says, Cadence Keystone is freaking the fuck out somewhere. How do I know that? Because of this. And Hadley just kind of chuckles off to the side. I'm sorry, it's not funny, but it's funny.
She's a delight.
And I just kind of like, and this is why we hate each other. And then I just like kind of like squeeze my arm around her neck a little bit and pull her closer. We're all trying to figure this out as best we can. It's new. It's unsettling. But at least you can take solace in the fact that you're not alone in it. Trust me, I hate it too.
Yeah, I guess. Hey, and kind of, she checks the rest of the kitchen, making sure that you are all kind of alone. And she lowers her voice as much as she can to still be heard over the music that's bleeding in from the other room. Are we all, different?
I mean, I dye my hair sometimes.
That's a very specific question for you, me, and Alex.
Okay.
In what way? I'm fluid.
Happy Pride, everyone.
Happy Pride.
Fucking great.
Is that what we're talking about?
And Nova kind of rolls her eyes a little bit, and Hadley chuckles again. And Hadley goes, no, she's asking if we're all supernatural.
Well, and aren't we all, now that we're all like psychic or something? Well, it's like Sense8. But Sense8 hasn't
Is that out yet?
No, that hasn't come out yet.
Sense8 hasn't come out yet. Never mind.
Take it again. Do something else.
Hi, Taylor. Could we get that again? Sense8 would be a bit too far into the future.
New
If we could just
reference.
take that again.
It's like no. I was gonna say animal. No, well, yeah, they can all like when they're in their animal forms, they can speak telepathically to each other.
It's like we're all just Power Rangers, guys.
Yeah.
Or it's like you're in a sports anime.
Yeah.
Because for whatever reason, they're all telepathic whenever they're doing shit. It bothers the fuck out of me.
Okay, let's be real here. Do we think Elliot Sinclair watches sports anime?
No, I don't.
I wish.
No, I don't think so.
When did Haikyuu come out? Because that would have got you.
Haikyuu is my favorite.
No, it's not out yet. Okay.
Oh, tragic.
Never mind what I was just saying. Because
like
we're all
Spy
psychic. It's like, yeah, it's like Spy Kids 3 Game Over. You remember that?
Hell yeah.
Wow. Wow.
Elliot won't watch anime, but will watch
Spy Kids 3D Game Over.
Antonio Banderas was in it. So yeah,
Hey,
it's relevant.
My nanny needed something to take me to.
Ooh.
There you go. That hurts.
Oh, this got sad.
Yeah.
Hi, I don't know if you've realized this. Elliot is deeply sad.
Yeah.
Hey, Sad Club.
I think we got that with the
Yikes.
whole, burns the brightest combo.
Yeah.
No, I
Yeah,
think we
that
got
was
that with, I try not to imbibe. Alcoholism runs in my family. And then Elliot going, yeah, same. And then draining a drink.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah. Aren't we all, because we're all psychic now?
Some of us were before that.
That's fair. You turned yourself into an eyebrow pencil.
Yeah, that's what I was
That's
asking.
not what
I guess.
happened.
No, I think I'm I'm not gonna say this out loud to anyone else, but I think you all might be cooler than me.
You're
Hadley
high.
cackles, like straight up cackles, and goes, I was fucking waiting for you to say that.
Cool.
He's Elliot's a downright pleasant person when just off his gourd.
Yeah.
I'm just like kind of like patting Hadley on the shoulder, like, baby girl, just let him do him for a moment. This is his
Let him
time.
have this.
This is formative. Let's just let it happen. All right. I think he needs this.
Hadley looks at you and says, was that rude?
You also see me very much trying not to laugh also. And I'm like, it was rude as fuck, girl, and you know I loved it, but let's tone it the fuck down for a second.
Hey, we're
all
good.
right,
This is not the
Hold
time,
on,
sis.
No, Elliot, I'm so sorry. Give me 1 second. And Hadley Hadley will put a hand on Alex's shoulder because we'll take you with her. And
God.
he goes back in time.
How many strings does Hadley have on Alex?
I also very much like that. I want that to be canon, where she goes, hold on, and then Alex is just like, don't.
No.
And then it's just like,
I
Like-
think you guys are cool.
I think you guys.
Yeah.
I think you guys might be cooler than me.
And
then
that's where we go to. And Hadley just goes, that was really brave of you to say.
you're high.
Thank you. I'm just saying, I don't have any magical powers or anything.
They're not all what's cracked up to be.
Some of us didn't ask for this, regardless.
Are we at all concerned about Key screaming?
Speaking of, out in the backyard, Key.
Walking in circles in the yard, looking like a raving lunatic.
You get that humming starts to fade though. Like now that it has kind of like led you where it wanted to, showed you what it wanted, it's dissipated, and the house music kind of filled back in.
Stars still there?
Stars are still there. Those random stars that shouldn't be there.
Okay. It's literally noise goes down, look up immediately.
Still there.
And then just fingers to his eyes,
Yeah.
fingers to the sky.
I got you, motherfucker.
Key.
Fingers to the Sky is also a very good title.
It really is.
Good. Key, you hear somebody behind you kind of stumble out into the backyard, and you see an individual that you don't really know personally. They're, small, white, dark hair, pretty unassuming. Doesn't look like the type to be doing hard drugs, but this girl is tripping balls. And she is falling over herself, and she is like mumbling and just like looks bad. Like it is the bad kind of high now that you're seeing.
Bro immediately ignores and is gonna hone in on like, oh, she looks like she's having a terrible time. And he's gonna kind of make his way over, but not like jump at her, more of just a, hey, you doing all right?
They're coming. The snakes are coming. The snakes are here. They're here. They're underneath us. Why can't you see them? Can't you see them? They're grabbing for us.
Whoa. Hey. And he just like very gently, like hand on the shoulder to let her sit down, because she seems like she needs to sit down, sitting with her and just like, hey, I know it probably feels like they're snakes, and I believe you that you see them, but you're probably just having a really bad trip. That's all right.
No, I can't sit here. I can't sit here. They're coming. The snakes are coming.
Let's go upstairs. Let's go upstairs so that you don't have to deal with any of the snakes anymore, okay? I can get rid of them. I know how to get rid of them.
And you bring her, you kind of try to lead her back inside.
Yes.
And all of you in the kitchen, you hear a blood-curdling scream. And it is not the person next to you, Key.
Okay.
But someone else on the dance floor starts screaming.
Vi's immediately gone. Like,
Toward the person or out of the house?
towards the person.
Oh,
Sorry.
Which gone?
eyebrow pencil, bitch, bye. Like,
Swirl of smoke.
No, not doing that.
No, I just need to make a gif that's just Vi going like this, and then it's an eyebrow.
It disappears.
Yeah, gotta do it.
Yeah.
I'm writing it down.
And then drops out of frame.
yeah.
And Vi, you get to this person on the dance floor, and you see they are pale and pallid and sweaty, and they look like their eyes, those pupils are blown out, and they are rambling, and you hear them as you get closer. Snakes, 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 here they are!
Hey. Look at me. Focus. Everyone give them some space. Give them some room.
And people are backing up a little bit. And as you kind of get, Elliot and Alex, where are you headed first? Just so, because this is all happening so fast.
I try to give, Professor Xavier, to Vi, I go, is this like do you think this is like a spooky thing? Like, should we like try and like get people out of here?
Working on it.
Cool. Let me know, and I can try and get this house completely empty. So,
What about you, Alex? What do you?
Yeah, I think I want to. I think I actually want to gaze to try and figure out a little bit of what the fuck is going on. Like to see if I can get any insight onto what's happening here. So let me roll my shit right quick. Sorry. Well, nope, don't worry about it. I got me a 5.
Oh,
Mark experience.
Is that
We
an
love
advancement
that.
yet? You're so close, right?
I'm like 2 away. I'm at 4.
Oh, one away then.
You're one
One
away.
away.
Oh, one away.
Yeah. Damn.
I can't
Nice.
count.
I'm still got 0.
It's just been fails. That's how. Too.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Woof.
It's not that other people have rolled more. You've just
Yeah.
unfortunately failed.
I think I've rolled 4 times, and I think all 4 of them have
they've
been a
all
fail.
been fails, I think. Yeah.
It's been a rough streak. we are due
Welcome
for
back
more.
to the pod.
Yeah.
But anyway, Alex, you cannot tap into that extra sense of, because you hear another scream
Fuck.
in this moment, and it just kind of shakes you from it, and you can't get that connection. So what do you do instead?
Instead, I'm gonna try. I'm looking for Edgar.
Okay.
I'm like, even like in a moment of panic, it's just like I actually do my fingers to the temple, and I'm like, "Yo, my boy, Library Banana, where are you?"
You get back, and he does as well. You feel it. You can't see it because he's somewhere else in the house, but you feel that he puts his fingers to his temple, and he says, "Library Banana, do we need to go?"
Front door.
Okay. And he starts heading that way. Cadence, the girl next to you, falls to the ground and begins convulsing.
Holy shit.
Oh my god. Okay. I don't know if Key's ever dealt with someone having a seizure before. Can I just, like, roll a random dice and if it's to see if Key's dealt with someone having a seizure before? Is that, I don't know.
Roll keep your cool.
I was gonna
will
say, probably.
yeah.
That
keep it
works.
cool.
Yeah.
That works. Cool.
And then while you're rolling, we're going to come back for your answer here in a second, but this is all happening so fast. Vi, the person in front of you falls to their knees, and you see, like, foam coming out of their mouth.
Holy shit.
Fuck. Telepathically, get everyone out now to Elliot.
Awesome. Yeah, I stand on like a table, and like as I'm doing it, I point at like the president of Kappa, and I'm like,
Yeah.
if you have a problem with this, I will let the Greek board know about your hazing. I get up on the table. I go, everyone needs to get the fuck out. Get the fuck out, everyone. Please and thank you. Go. Shut down, I guess.
Yeah, let's go ahead and roll the shutdown.
Oh,
Cool.
the group shut down.
And take a forward. Take a forward.
Cool.
Well, if you need it.
No,
Take
I
a
don't
forward.
need it. That's
Okay,
11
well,
on
take
the,
it anyway,
Yeah. Cool.
because-
That 13.
Perfect. So you have 14 to shut down, and here's why. You have a forward on the party just because people have heard multiple blood-curdling screams already.
Yeah.
They might be ready to leave.
Yeah.
So perfect.
Real life Marcus would have been gone.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Oh,
first scream, don't have to investigate. I'm out. Like,
I'm on my way to the door after this, so
Yeah, you head toward the door, and you see Henry kind of waiting over there for you. And Henry looks at you and says, "I can't find Lark." And we'll come back to that. Key, what was your roll?
8.
An 8. Okay. You know enough to get this person on her side.
Yes, a fetal
After that-
position type shit.
Yeah, after that, you've kind of lost what you're supposed to do next. You're kind of like in that panic zone.
Yep. And there's a moment where Key is like panicking, like, fuck, I don't know what to do. I'm not a fucking EMT. And then he remembers telepathy and just goes, hey, can someone call an EMT? Can someone just call an EMT? Because this is a seizure. Someone's having a seizure. I don't know how to handle a seizure. Do you guys know how to... And he's just yap until he shuts up.
Yeah, Nova actually, Key, you hear Nova's voice for the first time in your mind, and you have no idea why, because Nova wasn't in the library. Nova
No.
never talked to you at all. But you hear Nova's voice and says, yeah, I'm on my way. And,
I'm in the backyard.
and Nova gets to you and instantly gets to work. She is not like professionally trained, but it is something she's getting ready to go to school for. Like that is what she is trying to train in. And so she tries to help this person.
on the side, blanket, jacket, pulled up under the
Yup.
head.
Yeah, like checking the tongue, like just all of that, like knows what to do. Vi, the person in front of you, is down on their knees, foaming at the mouth, screaming about snakes.
Vi, like, sort of like panics, and their eyes sort of like spark, not that bright blue, but like that indigo we saw earlier. Like, I need you to calm down and tell me what the fuck is happening. And I'm going to gaze into the abyss.
Okay.
Everything's fine. Everything's cool. I have a +1 forward from earlier in this night, I think. So I am going to use it if I need it. Here we go.
I'm so mortified when I fail. I've gotten very lucky so far.
Rub it in.
That's a 10.
A 10. Okay.
Everybody but me.
Vi, you want to hear what is happening. That's what your question is, right? The stage play just kind of comes up in front of you, and you see these couple people that are screaming that you hear throughout the party. They are up on stage as if they are actors in a play, and they are doubled over, lying on the ground, convulsing, crying, screaming. You see that happening, and you see that it's like 5 individuals that this is happening to, and they're up there on this stage, and you focus in and you see what looks like a comical application of stage makeup on different parts of each of these 5 individuals. On one of them, it's right there on their arm. On another, it's on a shoulder. And the other, it's on their stomach. The other on the thigh. Like, you see, but it's like a bright, like, look right here kind of application. And you don't know what that's trying to tell you, but you do know that whatever's happening to them has something to do with those spots.
Do I recognize anyone on stage?
Lark.
Vi will come back into focus. Search for the spot on this person. And what do I see?
You grab this person's wrist and turn it over. And right there on the forearm, on the inner forearm there, you see what looks like a nasty sting. Like some sort of venom.
Vi is going to try something that he has never done before. Vi is going to take the wrist, draw a circle to focus the magic, and try to maybe not even extract, but stop and slow whatever is coursing through, like, this person's body. Because they're not a healer.
Fair. What move would you like to try?
I guess it would be shut someone down in a way, but could I use dark with it?
So
like, Vi's punching above his weight class.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and try to roll dark on this.
Okay.
And knowing with a no, let's just roll your dark as normal.
Okay.
And let me know what you get.
Okay. That's a 6. I will use my +1 forward to make that a 7.
Okay. You roll a 7, and as you are trying to do this, you've never healed before. This isn't a thing that's in your skill set. You're just kind of going off instinct of things that you've learned just by living in a house of magic your whole life.
Come on.
And you draw this sigil, this circle on this person's arm, and you try to draw that out. And you feel your magic seep into them. You don't really have a hold on it. You're not really sure what it's doing, but you do feel your magic kind of enter into this person's arm. You feel that it has stopped the spread of the venom, but has not counteracted what's already been done. And you feel a sting on your own arm. You take 1 damage.
Okay.
1 harm, I should say. And if you look at your arm, you see an outline of the same circle that you drew on them. Almost like a faint scar.
Vi will just take it.
Elliot.
Yeah.
Henry's at the front and says, I can't find Lark.
Yeah, I would go looking for them immediately then. Well, I guess, what's Lark's vibe during a party? I don't know if that's a thing you want to establish, you want me to establish.
100%. Well, do you have an idea? Because I have an idea.
They're either a kitchen person, because they're a big
They weren't in the kitchen.
or they're a basement dweller. Down where like the music's a little where the music's a little moodier, like people are smoking, like it's kind of like
the smoking was upstairs.
Yeah, but it's a little more of like the grungier time downstairs usually. So
sounds good. Yeah. So Lark's downstairs where like the pong table is, and it's a little darker, a little less people, especially now that people are sprinting up the stairs to get away from a screaming Lark downstairs.
Yeah. Cool. I shout back towards the entryway. I go, they're downstairs, and I'm just like trying to get through people as fast as I can down towards the basement.
Yeah, you get down there, and Lark is kind of catatonic. Like, this is the reaction that they are having. They are not convulsing like one. They're not foaming at the mouth like the other. They are just kind of wide-eyed, still body.
Interesting. Horrifying. Yeah, I'm gonna go up to Lark, hands on either side of their face. I go, Lark, I don't know what the fuck is going on, but you need to come back, okay? Who is gonna elbow Josie when he says something fucking stupid? Okay? So I need you to chill, and I'm gonna pull a string on Lark. Ooh.
Yeah.
In an attempt to snap them out of it?
So, let me ask you a question about this string pull.
Yeah.
Do you want to tempt them to do something? Give them a condition? Add a 1 to a roll you're trying to make? Or deal a harm? Which, I know you don't want to do that. What do you want? What do you want to do?
Snap out of it!
My goal is, I guess, tempt them to do what I want. Like a extra, like, reach across the... Yeah.
Taylor, if you give them a condition, you can give them the condition lucid.
Oh, that's not a bad idea. Yeah.
If they're catatonic.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, lucid.
Well, I will say, as the MC, remember these are social stigmas.
This is fair.
And the hook pulls Kaleb off of the stage.
Not that there aren't some conditions that do breach into supernatural, like in the maze kind of vibes.
Yeah.
But
okay, fair.
I'm letting you know that option may be a little risky, but who knows?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with my original thought, which is like, this is like Elliot speaking into the void that Lark is in, being like, dude, you got snap out of it. Like,
come home.
Come on home. Come on home, baby boy. Please and thank you.
You pull that, and for a moment, Lark's eyes kind of glaze over, but then you watch as they kind of clear, just a little, and they blink, and one tear kind of falls down their cheek, and you see they are like locked eyes with you, and this basement is now empty thanks to you clearing out the party, and they still, their mouth barely moves as they say, help.
Can you move?
They do not move.
I shout towards the stairs, Henry, get your ass down here!
She's already behind you. Awesome.
Cool. We're picking them up and getting them upstairs.
Absolutely. Let's jump back to Alex. Alex, Edgar meets you by the front door.
Okay, is it just me and Edgar, or did, like, Hadley and Nova follow us?
Nova went out to help Key with the person that Hadley does kind of head toward you, but Hadley is looking around, and you see, I think specifically, Alex, just because you know Hadley a little bit more than anybody else, you can tell that she is waiting to see if she needs to jump in anywhere. Like, she is scanning this situation and watching what is happening with an eagle eye. And she is You actually, at one point, she gets a partial success to stop time. And you notice, because the partial success means that she is finishing right at the end, but somebody notices. And I'm going to say you notice that there's a brief moment where she is in one spot and then immediately in a different. And you kind of notice that
I clock the shift in the universe.
Yes.
Okay.
And so you can tell that she is jumping in when she is needed at certain points and is focused on that.
I'm very much going to, telepathically, how can I help?
She goes, I don't fucking know. I think we need to get them to the hospital.
Okay, I'll do what I can. And then I'm going to step outside and I'm going to dial 911.
Mm-hmm.
But I am going to, just because it's Marcus, I have to lie to the cops.
Yeah.
So I'm basically going to say that there's a party, a bunch of underage kids are drinking, and I think I saw one of them with a gun. I just want the cops there as quick as possible.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and I think one of them got hurt. Please send paramedics. The kids are they're out of their minds. I don't know what's happening.
Absolutely. Yeah, they do ask you to stay on the line. They ask for your name.
I don't.
Perfect. You hear in about 2 minutes the sirens are arriving. Let's go back inside for those 2 minutes. Vi. The person in front of you is still isn't good, but you see is not getting worse.
I move them onto their side. I try and find something to prop their head up. Do I hear the sirens?
They are faint. It's going to take a little bit of time, but they're getting there.
Shit. Vi is going to look around. Is it mostly just us in here?
Yeah, it has, with Elliot's help, it has cleared out to be just the 7 of you, plus the 5 that are currently down.
Vi looks around and sees that.
Oh, well, and Henry.
Vi sees the alcohol, everything sort of out and about. No one will remember me for this. We'll sort of stand up, draw a huge circle into the air, and use illusionist to hide all of the alcohol.
Awesome. Let's go for it.
That rocks. That's so fucking sick.
Everybody
Partial.
but me.
So, my illusion works, but I choose one from below. They can tell it's a lie, and my materials function, causing someone nearby takes harm, or I create the wrong illusion. I think
you choose, and then I'll tell you what ends up happening.
If someone nearby takes harm, could that be Vi?
No. Because I get to choose.
Damn!
Can it be Key? Oh, you choose. Damn it.
I create the
Oscar
wrong
Death.
illusion.
Okay.
There's pigs everywhere. It's just, it's wild.
The bottles turn into butt plugs.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Oh, Lord.
So, Vi, you do this sweeping motion as you go to hide the alcohol. And instead of just hiding it and putting, just nothing, unassuming things in their place, you do that, and it turns into a ball pit. The entire kitchen is just a ball pit. The kiddie pool, ball pit. No jungle juice. The PBR, different balls.
It'll have to do. And Vi sort of looks down at the person.
I love that.
Help us in the way. I'm so sorry. And can Vi roll now you don't?
Yeah, go for it.
Oh, another partial. Okay.
Hey, it's better than the always Alex fails.
Okay. I have to remember. The bliss from Runaway. I can't.
I've got you.
Thank you so much.
I've got it here.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, so this you do get to escape, but you have to act as if you rolled a partial success for a roll to run away. So that means you have to choose run into something worse, cause a big scene, or leave something behind.
I love this game.
I love this game so much. No, I said I threw it away. Shit.
An eyebrow pencil. Just...
No, I don't have it anymore. You know what? I'm going to run into something worse.
Whoa.
So you poof away. Where are you hoping to go? Let's get that first. Where are you hoping to poof to?
Somewhere safe.
Okay.
Or like even the thought is even home.
Okay. You think somewhere safe, potentially home. And in an instant, smoke. Those of you that are still in the room, smoke. And Vi, you open your eyes. And you are standing on top of the seal in the library. And the reason it is something worse is because you hear construction happening. They are about to start tearing this down. And you are on the 4th floor.
Is this going to be my Amanda Sefton moment? Keep jumping.
I thought of iRobot. Will Smith is in the house.
Yeah.
Like, that was immediately what I thought of.
And we will come back to you. Back at the house. Elliot. You hear sirens are approaching. They are getting closer.
When my goal was to bring Lark to Vi. Can we, for the sake of drama, say that as I rounded the corner with Lark, Vi poofed away?
100%, yeah.
Motherfucker. All right, back door.
And you kind of run into Cadence.
You also run into the ball
ground.
pit.
Yeah, there's a ball pit.
That's the sound of ball pit balls.
Alex, the sirens are pulling up. Where do you find yourself as they approach?
What is the first car or the first vehicle that pulls up? Is it a cop car, firefighter, or ambulance? Because that'll determine my reaction.
Absolutely. The first one is a paramedic, an ambulance.
Okay, sick. I'm immediately running up to them. I'm like, get a stretcher, get more, call more of your people. There's a lot of collapsed kids inside.
Okay. Can you tell us anything? And as they're getting like,
no, and then I just run away.
Did they take something? Wait.
Wait, no, come back.
Wait. And yeah, they head inside. Key, Elliot.
Yes.
You hear the front door being opened as people are rushing in.
Out-
You are out toward the back.
Out the back.
Key looks at Nova and goes, "You should probably get out of here."
No, you should. You're high. I haven't had a sip. Go.
You know, I have a and Key's gonna pause and think, I wonder what a breathalyzer would look like.
Do you want to get deported? Fucking let's
just-
go.
And he just, I owe you one. I owe you 100.
Just go.
You're wonderful. And he just like.
And Nova looks over to you, Elliot, too, and says, "Leave them. I'll make sure they're taken care of."
Yo.
Elliot.
You got
What
it,
are
man.
you
You're
gonna
not
do?
a doctor.
I just look at Henry like
And Henry kind of looks at you, almost a little dumbfounded, and goes, I mean, I have contacts, but it would take some time to get there.
fuck. 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 I don't like this.
You could always stay.
Yeah. Henry, go.
Okay, I'll work. Just let me know what you need, okay?
Just go.
And Henry heads out with you, Key.
Yep.
Key, is there anything you do right before you head out?
Honestly, I think Key just kind of sizing up the situation because he was expecting everyone to sprint. Seeing the fact that Elliot's staying behind, just kind of like, braver than I thought you were. And he runs.
Go fuck yourself.
And that was meant to be a compliment, baby.
It's so good. The ambulance comes in, the paramedics rush, the cops finally do pull up. The house is swarmed within seconds. Elliot, you and Nova help get Lark and a couple of these other people, the people that you don't recognize, other just unassuming Wildwood students onto stretchers and it loaded into ambulances. Cops are asking you questions. They are less, I would say, aggressive in their questioning because they do not see any illegal substances. Shout out Vi.
My gift to you.
So they don't see, other people. They didn't see scattering people because you got rid of them way before 911 was called.
Well, one of them you said looks like they have a snake bite, right? Like it's like fang bites.
I didn't say it was fang.
It said a sting.
Oh, a
A sting,
sting.
yeah.
I don't know,
Like a
it's, yeah,
jellyfish.
it's a frat house. I don't know if they keep some fucking exotic animal downstairs or something that maybe broke loose.
The cops thank you for that information and send a couple downstairs to take a look. They also call animal control. You hear that. And they ask everyone to get out of the house then. They're like, let's just get out of the house until we know what we're dealing with. But they thank you. They load them up in the ambulance. They do offer for you, Elliot, to ride with Lark.
Yeah, I stay with Lark.
Nova goes as well, but in a different ambulance with the one that Key was helping. And you are headed to the hospital. That brings us to the end of another episode of These Silent Secrets Wildwood. Things are really starting to pop off, and I hope you're enjoying it so far. I just wanted to say thank you to all of you who have been supporting us and listening to our show and talking about it and sharing it. You have no idea how much that means to all of us. There are some other ways that you could help support us monetarily if you join our Patreon. All of our information is in the link below, so check us out. You could get access to exclusive content from our show as well as other Ghostlight Media productions. And you can get a link to our cast Discord where you could come in and chat with us and talk about the show. We have such a good time in there. So please, thank you for considering it and continue supporting us. As I said earlier, a Catacon in Dayton, Ohio this November is going to have a lot of Ghostlight Media production people there, including most of the These Silent Secrets crew. So if you want a chance to meet with us or hang out and just play some cool board games with some really cool people, check out the Catacon website. We'll have all the information in our description for you to join us down there. It's going to be a blast. I really hope that you all are enjoying this season as much as I enjoy running it, and we are nowhere near finished. We have so many more things on the horizon. So until then, may your secrets stay hidden, and may your jungle juice be a ball pit. All right. Goodbye, everyone.
This has been a Ghostlight Media production.